Hello, everyone. We are back here at the filling station for another fabulous episode. And we have some wonderful, wonderful guests from just across the street at Pollocksville Elementary School. In our studio today, we have Megan Matticola and we have Easton Cook, who is our student representative for the Lighthouse team.
Yes, ma'am.
Did I say that correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful, wonderful. It is so great to have you all here in the studio this morning.
It's good to be here.
Yeah. Well, Kelly, your wonderful principal, messaged me, I guess it was a couple of years ago when she came to Pollocksville Elementary. And we were talking about ways to partner. And we've been doing a Leadership Jones class here for adults. And then she said, well, we would like to be a part of that a little bit, and shared a little bit about the Lighthouse team. And it was so intriguing to me. And of course, while I went over to spend some time with you all, and you all have come here and in and out of each other's facilities, and I'm just fascinated by this program. So I cannot wait for y'all to share a little bit more. I know our audience is sitting on the edge of their seats waiting to hear. So why don't you tell everyone a little bit about you and what role that you play with this special project at your school?
My name is Easton Cook, and I go to Pollocksville Elementary School. I am in 5th grade, and I'm a part of the student Lighthouse team. And my role is I'm a student, and every student has their own voice in the Lighthouse team, so you can also help make decisions.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Thank you. Thank you. And you, Megan?
I am Megan Matticola, and I am a first-year teacher at Pollocksville Elementary. I just joined the staff this year. I teach EC, and I am the Lighthouse coordinator for the staff and the lead for the student Lighthouse team.
Now, have you ever been a part of a Lighthouse project in any other school? Is this your...
I have, actually. I came from a school that was a Lighthouse school, and I'm excited to be a part of watching this one and the journey to it.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Well, I know our audience is wondering, what does that mean to be a Lighthouse school? So, can you tell us a little bit more about what that means?
To be a Lighthouse school is basically you have students that are picked to be in the Lighthouse team, and they have their own voice, so they can also make decisions and suggestions for the school. And I love it because my voice gets to go out into the school decisions, and I think it's amazing.
So the Leader in Me program, I think that's what you all call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
So what are the various ways that you communicate your voice?
So you can write a letter, or there's the 8th habit. It's called Find Your Voice. And once you find your voice, inspire others to find theirs. So once you know your 7 habits and you have your voice, you spread it to other people, and you can also make decisions in the school.
You want to tell her about the Find Your Voice wall and all the things on that?
We have a Find Your Voice wall with the Pollocksville mail. We have a suggestions wall, so we suggest something, and then there's a picture of what we suggest on one side, and then on this side, there's pictures of what we got from those suggestions.
Ah, sounds like a vision board.
Yes, we're trying to get a mascot. We just went over here and made loaf cakes. So it's I love the process because my voice gets to be spread out into the school.
Now, you mentioned habit. Now, this is based on, I believe, Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I've read that book. And, habits are what create a foundation for a great life.
Absolutely.
And so when you see great things happen, it really does stem back from habits of how you communicate. communicate things that you would like to see in the environment where you're serving. So I love that. I love that process. How have you, do you work together as a team?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many are on this team?
So we have a representative from every grade, kindergarten to 5th grade.
That's wonderful.
It is. We absolutely love it. And that's a selection process. They fill out an application, they do an interview, and then we select the strongest leaders or the people with the most potential to serve. So everybody kind of has a voice, and it's fun to see how they kind of grow throughout the year and then year to year.
Wonderful. So is that for the whole year? You have one representative from each grade that serves the whole year.
We do. There are a couple classes, the larger ones, that have more than one. But overall, it's making sure that we have a representation from every grade.
Now, I know you have a breakfast that you like to do to honor the work of the students. So do you look forward to those special breakfasts?
Yes, I do. Food there is great, and I got picked once. I think it was the first week of school or the first breakfast. I got picked, and I received a Chick-fil-A gift card.
All right. We love Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Yeah, so we want to say a big shout out to Chick-fil-A of New Bern because they are so generous to Jones County. So that's awesome. Thank you for mentioning that.
And the breakfasts are like the 7 habits. So we'll have a habit for a month, and then the kids vote to see who displayed those habits of the month.
What's your habit for January?
Is habit 5.
Which is?
Seek first to understand, then to be understood.
Seek first to understand before you seek to be understood.
That's my favorite habit.
I love it. Talk about really making progress. It takes a lot of listening to do that. And really listening to what people have to say rather than preparing on how I'm going to respond, just really listening to someone. Reminds me that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So I've always been taught, listen twice as much as you talk. That's a good reminder, isn't it?
It's a great reminder.
Wonderful, wonderful. Can you share a time when your ideas have turned into something real and tangible, like you put that goal on the board and all of a sudden it has become a reality? You mentioned the mascot.
Yes.
So is that one of those ideas?
It is, but another one was last year. We had a leadership group, so basically the same thing. And we had this idea that for Valentine's Day, we should make cards with a sucker on it and then wrap the card around it.
Okay.
We've had that idea for like a month, and then we did it all as a group in the collaboration room, and it was a big success, and all the money for it went to the nursing home.
Wonderful. Right here in Pollocksville. Yes. I believe also one of your projects that we were the recipients of, you all collected money, and I'm not quite sure how you went about doing that, but it was a fun project, I'm sure. And you all came over and presented a check for $125 for the food pantry. Do you remember that? Were you a part of that project?
I think so.
Yeah. Something like Buddy Grahams or encouragement notes or something.
The Buddy Grahams was the Valentine's Day thing.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay.
I love that you guys split that money. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some of it went to the nursery room and some of it went here.
Now, you mentioned about making the bread or making at Christmas time.
Yes.
So many of our readers have seen pictures of you all in the kitchen. Do you want to share a little bit more about that and the delivery of those special breads that y'all made?
So we all went on the bus and we got dropped off here. We started making the loaf cakes, and once we finished baking them, we went and we made cards for it. And as we were making cards, we got called up to put ornaments on the Christmas tree here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we finished up, we cleaned, and then we actually got to try one. And it was the best.
I tried a little bit, and it was very good.
Y'all
did a great job.
They're really good.
And then after that, I think it was the next day, me and another White House team member, we went into Miss Grocer's car and we delivered them to people who were in need. So say one of the people, they had a broken wrist and were about to go to surgery. So we delivered them a loaf cake. And it was really fun.
And they really appreciated it, didn't they?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
You want to tell her about your upcoming service project that goes with our One Book, One School?
So last year we had a One Book, One School. It was Charlotte's Web. And now we have one. The title is very long. It's one squirrel plus one dog plus 8 class pets equals chaos.
Say that one more time.
One squirrel plus one dog plus 8 class pets equals chaos.
Okay.
I think that was it.
Okay.
And the AIG group, I'm in it, and I think we are making questions for it. That's what we did last year. We made questions for Charlotte's Web, and every day there was a reading. Mm-hmm. So somebody from the staff would read a chapter, mm-hmm. and then we would go over the chapter, make questions for the chapter, and then you would answer the questions.
So that was part of the project to support the staff.
They also came up with the idea at Student Lighthouse to, when we have our end of book celebration, to bring over some pets for a pet adoption event and to also run a drive.
Okay.
For the local.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would love to hear what the parents are saying about this program. Would you like to speak to that? I bet you have talked to a lot of parents and gotten a lot of feedback about this project.
I think that as a whole, for families, they're seeing it at home too. The kids can kind of recite the habits, or they can stop and, if they're being fussy about cleaning before they go play, they're like, hold on, wait, I need to put first things first. And they will automatically mm-hmm. recite a habit. Mm-hmm. And they talk about, we actually have a habit at home newsletter that goes out every month to families so they can learn how mm-hmm. to use the habit at home. And it'll have different suggestions on family activities or a weekend activity. Mm-hmm. It just kind of encourages families to really, it's making a partnership across the board.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So you're anxious whenever you're learning a new habit, take it to school, take it back home and share with your family, siblings.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm teaching my mom the 7 habits too.
That's wonderful. That is great. Habits is the foundation of every great life. Success is hidden in your daily routine.
Yes.
And so if you have a great day, then if you have 7 great days, you'll have a great week. And if you have 4 great weeks, you'll have a great month. And if you have 12 great months, you'll have a great
year.
And so it really does stem back to the habits of brushing your teeth. Somebody told me a long time ago that motivation is like getting a shower. You have to do it every day. You have to brush your teeth every day, right?
Yes.
Nobody wants to be around somebody who doesn't get a shower or brush their teeth. And so it's really basic things mm-hmm. that we do that leads to great success, right?
Yes.
And so I just love all the things that you all are sharing. I love the difference that it's making,
Me too.
not only in the students, but the staff, the parents, and then, you know, that breeds bleeds into having an amazing community,
Absolutely does.
right? So, what's your favorite habit out of the 7 that Mr. Covey talks about in his book? What would you say your favorite habit is?
Mine used to be habit 1, be proactive, but my new one is habit 6, synergize, which means together as a team so you can accomplish big goals as a team. So a quarterback is going to get sacked without his O lineman, but an O lineman has nothing to protect without his quarterback. So once everybody does their job, you can achieve greatness.
Well, Easton, I believe that we have lots of availability on our committees here at the filling station. I think you'd be a great addition to our committees.
Thank you.
And you'll be ready to serve as a board member anywhere you go.
Yes, I will.
He will.
You know, that's why what I have found over the years is folks being a little reluctant to serve.
Mhm.
And most of the time, it's not knowing how to connect or not knowing how to plug in or serve. And so I love the fact that you'll be ready, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You will be ready. And so when you go off to junior high school and then high school and college, everybody will wonder what makes him different, right?
Yes.
And
and it's habit.
we actually use it. All of Jones County schools use it, and he'll go to middle school with these skills and expand on them in middle and then in high school. So,
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. So I want to go back to Lighthouse. When we think of a lighthouse, what is the purpose of a lighthouse?
Like an actual lighthouse or the lighthouse team?
No. An actual lighthouse.
To shine light in the dark for sailboats so they can see. So basically, you're shining light to students so they can see the 7 habits and use the 7 habits in their daily life. So you're basically giving them the opportunity to learn the 7 habits and have a voice.
So you have a lighthouse. Have you been to one of the lighthouses here in North Carolina?
I have not.
The Hatteras Lighthouse or Cape Lookout is probably the closest one. But the purpose of a lighthouse is, you're right, shining the light in the darkness so the ships and the sailboats will not crash into the rocks, right? That they'll go around. And Cape Hatteras is known as been one of the most well-traveled areas for lots and lots of traffic for many, many years. Lots and lots of stories. You would love going down to Kill Devil Hills and Hatteras and learning the history there. But yep, that's the reason that the lighthouses are there. So as we transition to shining the light for the students, it helps you not to make as many mistakes, right?
Yes.
So we're all going to make mistakes, right? That's how we learn.
Mhm.
I love what Michael Jordan says, the basketball player. People said, "How in the world did you get where you are?" And he responded to a reporter, "I have failed over and over and over, and therefore I succeed." And I love that analogy. But it's important to be able to have a lighthouse so that you won't make as many mistakes, right?
Yes.
Well, do y'all have any last few parting words about this program?
I think everybody watching should study their 7 habits, learn it, and use it in your daily life, and then spread it to other people.
I love it.
I know. And honestly, if you're in the community and you want to drop by, have a school tour by one of these kids, we welcome anybody to come see what we're doing here. They're getting ready to be one of about 700 worldwide schools to be a Lighthouse school, and that's such a big deal, and they're so proud of themselves. So we welcome the community to come and see what's happening.
Wonderful, wonderful. Pollocksville Elementary we have enjoyed a long history of partnership. We have a tutoring program led by Miss Joan Knight,
Yes.
and Joan is a very dear friend of you, of your school. She absolutely loves coming in and serving. And we actually sat down with Jones County Schools and talked to them about how a volunteer would be able to get started. And of course, it starts with a background check. We all know that that is very, very necessary. So we have the same background check system as Jones County Schools. So it makes it a whole lot easier for us to partner. So if someone has had their check here and vice versa, then we can share the volunteer pool. And for a rural county, we want to make it simple and easy and use our resources well. And that really does make a viable partnership.
That is beautiful.
Isn't
That's
that
awesome.
great?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's really great.
Well, we just appreciate you all so much coming into the studio today and sharing. I understand you all have a big event coming up. Well, you have lots of wonderful things happening, but with regards to this Lighthouse project, do you want to share February the 13th? You want to share a little bit about that?
Sure. So February the 13th is our actual Lighthouse review, but it's also our leadership day. So that's a day we will have certifiers that are being flown in to kind of evaluate the leadership program at the school to go from being a Leader in Me school to a Lighthouse school. But we have also invited many key community members to come and just be a part of that day and see the club showcase with the kids, to see Easton will be one of our student MCs teaching about the school, and we have student guided tours and student led conferences with their data notebooks. So it'll be a really good opportunity for the community to come in and see how awesome they are, while also checking off the boxes and making sure we make it there.
So what time is that?
So that we'll start checking people in. We have student greeters, student registrars, everything is student run that day. So they'll start at about 8:30 that day, and then it wraps up about 10:30.
So is this an invitation, or is the community invited?
It's invitation to the community members, just because the school is so small.
Absolutely,
and, the students run the tour, so we want to keep those tour groups a manageable size. But any other time, we have other people that have talked to Ms. Kirshner about coming and they can't make the leadership day, or maybe they just have a different time. And we're going to start setting up opportunities for them to kind of go in classrooms and look at student binders and be toured around by this young man and 7 others.
Wonderful. Well, I know that Kelly would welcome any community member to give her a phone call and share, how can I serve, and she will get them involved.
100%.
Yeah.
And welcome them to be a part of anything.
Yeah. Well, thank you all again. And before we close our episode today, I do want to remind everyone that our spring leadership conference is happening at Jones County Civic Center, March 19th and 20th. School is never out for the pro. This is a leadership conference for the adults in the community. And we're partnering with Intentional Excellence. County Extension, North Carolina A&T from Greensboro,
Okay.
and Jones County government. So we have, of course, been running this Leadership Jones program for 3 years, 50 graduates. So those 50 graduates, some of them will come in, do panels, do roundtables, and we're expecting 150 to 175 folks from all over Eastern North Carolina.
That's
so it'll
awesome.
be a great day. And registration will go live on our website in the next day or so, fillingstation1075.com. And as long as you are growing, right?
Yes.
As long as you're growing, you will never rot on the vine.
I like that.
How about that?
Yeah, I would
So,
really like it.
very nice to meet you, Easton. Very nice to see you, Megan.
Nice to see you.
Thank you again for Pollocksville Elementary School and all that is going on here in our community. We'll see you again for another episode. Have a great day.